Hey guys, my name is Marcel Ernie. This is Ernie Racing News, the Canadian journalist. Update on the House of Commons petition E4701 to oust Trudeau. Essentially, we are not happy with Trudeau, as citizens of Canada have lost all confidence in Trudeau and the Liberal NDP coalition. So right now I'm doing this update at 11 a.m. on Sunday the 17th. The poll closes on December 24th, so there's still time for everybody to get out there and join the poll, which has reached a record number for a poll in the House of Commons. It is number one in all of history. It has reached the 300,000 threshold to make this petition be relevant to ask for an election within 45 days. And so we're going to look at an update over the last 3 days since I started doing this story. I did it on December 14th, 15th, and 16th, and how much it is raised. So right now, as of updating this earlier today, this morning, it is 340,155 now. And we'll break that down by province. But if we go over here, so this is an increase of 27,409 in 3 days over the weekend. So we got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. An increase of 27,409. So that's pretty good. Hopefully the word from my videos and other people are sharing it. And we have reached the threshold of 300,000 and made this a record petition, but let's keep it going. Let's show how much Canada is dissatisfied with Trudeau and his totalitarian regime. I mean, to summarize, it's an anti-Trudeau petition that's got record signatures. The petition for a no confidence vote against Trudeau has garnered massive response. The petition was sponsored by Michelle Ferrari, an MP from the Conservative Party in Ontario. This petition also cites the ethics panel probes against the Canadian Prime Minister. So he's had many ethics violations, and of course, nobody's gonna investigate themselves, and so he just stops everything dead in its tracks. Trudeau is leading a minority government, and elections are not scheduled till October of 2025. A long time to wait, guys. That's literally almost 2 years from it would have been 2 years from October. So also, I just did a story on recent opinion polls show that the Trudeau party is trailing the Conservatives by over 10%. And a recent poll that was done today by Ipsos shows that 69% of Canadians think Trudeau should resign. And the majority of those people in the poll also think that he won't resign, because no dictator ever gives up power until the end, right? I felt this was an important YouTube comment that I read. It wasn't on my YouTube, but when I was looking at other people's talking about the poll, they say, this one guy, YouTube user, 6T92F2 says, resign, question. He stole hundreds of millions personally and helped steal billions of his friends, for his friends. He intentionally destroyed Canada and poisoned billions of people worldwide. Resign? WTF are you on? At the very least, he needs a Muammar Gaddafi send-off. So I felt that was an interesting comment that a lot of people probably agree with. So let's get on to the update here, guys, for Alberta. And so on. I wrote the numbers down about what it is at today and what it was at 3 days ago, and of course what it was at yesterday. And so Alberta has gained up to 81,621 petitions signed in Alberta. So since yesterday, reporting this, like yesterday at 11 a.m., that is another 1,301. And so in the last 24 hours, British Columbia has gained 1,024 signed petitions. Manitoba, 265 in the last 24 hours. New Brunswick, 152. Newfoundland and Labrador, an extra 64. Northwest Territories got 8. So we're talking from 309 to 328, or over the last 3 days, or 320 to 328, right? Nova Scotia has gained 146 to 89.22 total. Nunavut has gained 1 since yesterday. It was at 100 and now it's 101. Ontario has gained the most at 1,718 signed petitions since yesterday at 11 a.m. Prince Edward Island has gained 22 overnight. Quebec has gained 489. So Quebec's up to 17,346, which actually brings them in their math from the voting population, the people that voted in the last 2019 major election. It was at 0.39 yesterday, and now they've actually reached, on average, 0.4% of the voted population has signed it. So good job for Quebec, slowly getting up there. Saskatchewan gained 283 overnight, and Yukon gained 6. So again, back to Ontario gained 1718, and Alberta behind that at 1301, followed by British Columbia. So for most people who just voted overnight. So good stuff, guys. Again, 340,000 as of doing this story, which was up 27,409 over the last 3 days. And yeah, so I wanted to show you guys a comment on my YouTube channel that I felt was relevant to this issue. People may be afraid to sign. And, a lot of people have been afraid of a lot of things, right? The trucker convoy, people's bank accounts frozen. Let me give you a perspective. How many people donated in the truckers convoy and how many bank accounts were frozen? Well, this petition on the House of Commons, there's no financial connection to these people, right? There's nobody's using bank accounts with that. And we 340,000 signatures on that. I think it's worth the risk of having your name in the House of Commons signature. I mean, it's the government. They already have your names. They've already tapped their phones. Don't you remember how they tapped everyone's phones during the Freedom Convoy to see where everyone was located? They had it on the graph. Like, they're already doing this. Everything's being monitored. It's worth the risk to sign the petition, to put your email in there, put your name and your address. I know I don't normally like to sign these petitions either, and I'll hold off, but now this has gained such a momentum with its record petition on the House of Commons of all time, number 1. I think it's worth to put your information down, to join the team. This is the new Freedom Convoy, and it's big, guys. 340,000 big, where people are looking. They have to be actively looking for this information. This is not just going to pop up on somebody's feed who's just watching Unimogs. You got to be looking for some news here and there, and getting off the CBCs and getting off the castanets and going, because those propaganda outlets, Glacier Media or not, nobody is telling the story. It's just you and me on the social medias, on the censor tube, get it on Rumble, get it on all those little platforms. So here's a comment from Lewis 25 minutes ago on my previous video. This was the one from the 16th. It says, people are scared to sign. To give your details to the House of Commons is too much for most people. Well, when we learned that during the totalitarian lockdowns, how most people give in. This is because of exactly what they are asking you to vote for, to oust the dictator. People see how the truckers were treated and are being dealt with. Stand up and sign. I mean, you guys got to take the effort. You got to just stand up and sign. Like, not everybody is going to have to deal with a Constable Conrad Herbs and go to court 7 times like I am. So I have taken it upon myself to be standing up, one of the few alone people that is personally attacked. You guys, don't worry, you're 340,000 of you. That's a large number to try to take on. So please get on and sign the petition. Again, it's ourcommons.ca petitions, and you'll find it. All you have to do is actually just type in E4701 in a search browser, and it'll come up. Easy, right? I'll show you. E4701. I just typed that in. Here I'm on Brave. I mean, many of you guys are probably using Google and such, but I use Brave. Get on the Brave browser. You can stop all like the bots and the trackers and save yourself data even. And boom, it pops up right at the top. Top 2 things. Petition 4701. There it is. It's easy. There's the whole URL. It's always in the first beginning of the description in the videos. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. My name is Marcel Ernie. Again, it is December 12th, 2023. The petition must be signed before December 24th, guys, the day before Christmas Eve. Thanks for hanging out. Get on it. Cheers.